Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Welcome Spanky and everyone else who's currently here. Alright fellas, we are going to be doing a short stream today. I'm only going to be around for probably about 2 hours, and then I'm heading out for the rest of the day. Now, I talked to Lich yesterday, and I decided that I want to try out the build that he is running, which is running melee seer with the rune Dace. Which helps you combo and keep players from running away from you, which is one of Seer's biggest weaknesses, mobility. I tried it a little bit yesterday night, and as you can see by my multitude of purples, it actually went pretty well. I even found my first legendary. I killed a legendary geared Seer with this build, so it makes me think that melee Seer is actually just stronger than ranged Seer, which is interesting to say the least. I'm not sure if there's much really to show. Uh, the pretty simple, or like the simple idea behind this is Rune Days with the talent of, where's it at? Blackout. Makes the distance extremely long. So every time someone tries to dash out of the way from you after getting hit, you end up punishing their, their special recovery dash. And then you kind of get into the cycle of they get hit a few times, they try to dash away, you black out or, use your rune days, you stun them again, and then you just kind of keep going until they die. Unless they dodge it, but it seems to work out from what I can tell. So let's do some chaos games and see how we can do. Replace short stream with long stream? Spanky, I can't help you if you can't read the stream title. This is a you problem, sir. This is not on me. Just saying. Yeah, I can't help you here. How short? About 2 hours, Mr. X. Right around 2 hours, give or take a little bit. They have dual Black Arrow tomorrow. Yeah, Black Arrow will probably be tomorrow. Honestly, it's the class I'm looking forward to the least playing. I consider just not playing Black Arrow, because I think that's the class that I don't actually care about playing. Because I don't really like ranger classes in these games. But I might play it just for completionist's sake. We'll see how I'm feeling. I mean, I'm personally content playing 4 out of the 5 classes and not playing the ranger class, but yeah, we'll see. You were on that build for a while, it's great. Right now, you've been trying to make range here work in solos. Have you been successful with that at all? For melees here? Or I'm sorry, for range here? Hey, Sacred. What's up, man? Archeron? I never heard of it. I don't think Range Shear has anything that relates at all to Dark and Darker. No, it's not Caster Cleric. It's its own thing. It doesn't really compare to anything, to be honest. I mean, you summon, like, buildings that give you effects like damage or energy drain or slowdowns or pushbacks. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't compare it to that. I think. You're not really casting spells you're summoning constructs. So kind of a different premise, right? At first you died a lot, but now you're having good fights and winning. The problem is that Rogue is tough. I think that Rogue is currently meta in the in solos. I don't think there's any class in solo that does quite what Rogue can do at the efficiency Rogue can do it. A good Rogue player might be the scariest thing to fight. At least I think so. Hey, Lashello, welcome. Good to see you, man. You doing alright? Dude, I will tell you, from playing the 4 classes that I've played, everything except for Black Arrow, I do think the game is more balanced than people give it credit for. Outside of, I think, Rogue being a little bit overtuned for solos. There might be some more issues. GG. Didn't even have to waste any horns. Good. For a warm-up game, I'd say that's pretty solid. Yeah, it's definitely more balanced than I've seen, like, the Mistfall players giving it credit for. I think so, at least. Well, I'm not warmed up at all. This is my first game on, so... And I'm kind of tired, too. I just woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. So, you know, keep that in mind. Wow, holy loot. Oh my god, look at all this loot! Look at this! What the hell, man? There's so much! And these are like, this thing's BIS. Funny. Those things are expensive. You need those for your camp. A lot of them. Holy loot. Yeah, I'll take it. Chaos mode is so much more gear than normals does. It's actually super good. Yeah, it's chaos mode, yeah. Yeah, this is what it looks like when I'm not playing normal loot. The stun dash seems good. Yeah, I got it. I got the idea from Lich. I did make a seer guide, by the way, but it releases this. It doesn't release for 20 minutes. I have it scheduled. But it's not with this build. It's with the build that I made while leveling up, which is the ground AoE slow. I'm kind of thinking that this build might be better, but I think the guide is still good, so I'm still gonna release it as is. But I might make like an updated video at some point if I feel like it. Yeah, without Lich, I don't think I would have made this. At least, yeah, unless I died to it. It just works like the synergy is just surprisingly good. Show the kit. I can't really. I mean, I'll show it to you after the game's over. If I don't die, I'll show it to you. Hey, bro. Your favorite dad streamer? That's crazy. I don't even play dad very much anymore. But that's still good to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, man. Think the game's ready for release? I think it could still use some more time, personally. I mean, I enjoy playing it, but I think the game could still use a little bit of time. Maybe like the few more months that we have, you know. Maybe set it for like a November or December release. Just give it a little bit more. They need to fix the like some of the net coding and the camp optimization before it releases. So it really depends on how long it takes to fix that. If they can fix that quickly, then we'd be fine. But if they can't, then you know, I might have to be delayed a little bit. Really, really on the developers at this point. Game needs more work, it's good, but it's a tough genre, and when you lose players, you're dead. That is also a very valid point. If you release your game too early, it doesn't really matter what you do at that point, your game is just gonna be kind of dead, so... Yeah, I'm kind of with you there.
Go make it count.
Do I have time to do that? I think I do if I'm quick. Pretty close. Oh.
Color me impressed.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, ultimately, you need to get this game in a spot where players are wanting to play it for like a full season, and I just don't know if like we're quite to that point yet, you know. I really think the best thing they could do is just kind of hold off a little bit and you know, continue to update the game while it's still considered a beta and not rush the early access release. Kill a rogue in normals. Well, I don't think Blue Gear is that big of a deal in normals. I've killed plenty of Blue Gear players. I think it's think it's okay. Still good for you that you killed him. Okay, so am I gonna do Black Arrow? So that's the class that I'm kind of looking forward to the least, just because I don't really like Ranger playstyle, but we'll see, we'll see. Still thinking about it. Definitely not anytime soon. Wow. That's some fast freaking time to kill, isn't it? Another map? Yeah, well, right now we have 2 maps, but they look almost the same. Yeah, but I agree. We definitely need another map. Maybe another map for release would be cool. Like a map that looks different and not exactly the same as the other 2. It's gonna be a short stream, Cantern. Short stream today. I'm not gonna be live for long, maybe 2 hours. Got it. Yeah, I want a map that looks significantly different, not the same map that looks basically the same with slightly different scenery. You know? Is this more beginner friendly than other games? I think there's a pretty high skill cap, personally. I think it's fun though if you're willing to, you know, if you're willing to put the effort in, or put it like if you're willing to put the time in. I don't think it's super hard to get into, but you know, there is definitely a skill cap involved. You know, if you're looking for like brain dead easy PvP, you know, that might not be what this is. I'd say it's a little bit more in depth than you know people give it credit for. There are definitely some builds you can play that are pretty easy though, easier than others. Like Rogue, you can kind of just kill people and not have to worry about it as much. So there's that. This Seer build's pretty freaking good too. No bells, huh? No. Speaking you shall receive, right? Yep. That's what they say. Where the hell is this bell? Couldn't have spawned in a worse spot. You know what? That does kind of raise a question as far as beginner friendly. How would you compare this game to the other games in the genre as far as being beginner friendly goes? You know, for an extraction game, would you consider this game beginner friendly? Because I think it is more beginner friendly than some of the other games in the genre. Because the PvP isn't super frequent. At least in normals, because there's like so many extractions and stuff. Yes, they are, absolutely. Yeah, this game definitely has a Souls feel to it.
Excellent. These treasures are absolutely dazzling. But that means with so many adventures yielding so many treasures, without a standout moment, it'll be hard to remember. The audience will definitely forget the old stories once they hear the new ones. Guild Hunter, how about finding the most valuable secret treasure? I'll dedicate the largest portion to describing the intense adventure of you finding it. Guaranteed to be spectacular.
Oh, did the player count increase for today? Well, that kind of makes sense. It is a weekend day. Let's see. I'll check it out. You know, people were kind of shitting on this game's player count, but I feel like this is pretty healthy for a beta. You know, remember this. So this is when the beta was closed, and they were sitting around like 6K, 5K, and then the day after they open it for everybody for the weekend, they're at like almost 7K. I feel like that's a pretty respectable number, you know, for a game beta. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like if I was a developer, I would be pretty happy with these numbers. This is a peak, I think, for this playtest too. Looks like it. I mean, I think it's undeniable that that is like a very solid player count. I gotta get this stuff out of my inventory. We're about to fire sale this gear. Well, fire sale is in. If there's no listing price, I'll just put it for like I don't know. I'm just gonna undercut everybody. I'm just it's gotta go for cheap, man. That's not a double roll, right? No. 45 is even. Yeah, we need to just sell. If it doesn't sell like quickly, I'm gonna just decrease the price until, you know, until it sells. I just I can't have all this stuff in my stash. I'll undercut everybody, and then if this stuff doesn't sell, I'll either take it off and relist it, or I'll just vendor it. One or the other. I gotta keep stuff churning, or I'll be stuck with a full inventory forever. Do I have any stutters after playing rounds? I'm convinced that there might be some kind of memory leak, but I'm not sure if that's true or not.
You will not believe what I discovered. Look at this note. It was at the very bottom of that crate of cursed pine buds you brought back. By the way, we shouldn't call them cursed pine buds anymore. These are just ordinary pine branches tied in a crate. Who would have thought the fortress's seer and physician would make up stories and create fakes to trick warriors into drinking epidemic prevention medicine? No wonder, with all that wormwood and heather flower spikes added, the taste would be quite distinctive. According to the notes, after the rumor about cursing enemies was spread, everyone believed it completely, and the latrines no longer reeked of secretly dumped medicine. Ugh, I was overthinking it. What curse? The truth is just that simple. People spread rumors for their own purposes. Sometimes it was to trick warriors into drinking bitter medicine. Sometimes it was jealousy over a female tavern owner's good business. And I spent so much time pondering this. Thank you for helping me put an old matter to rest. Since we've gathered all the ingredients, I'll try making the cursed wine. How about joining me for a drink when it's ready?
I like that they have voice acting in this game. I think it's a nice little. I think it's a nice little addition, personally. Show the kit? Yeah, let me show you the kit. Let me show you. Well, you know what's funny? I started this as a full blue seer, and I just started killing everybody when I started playing Chaos yesterday, with this current like build setup, which is why my gear is so much better. But I'm also running one of my old green rings too, because I haven't completely upgraded yet. Do I want to change out this ring real quick while I'm thinking about it? I do want to change out the ring. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Might as well. We're already running like kitted anyway. Might as well go full blue purple. Okay, so I'm running Valor, Seeker, Elusive, Smiting. I mean, you can see the affixes over here, right? And then I'm running Ferocity, Relentless, Divine Power, Potency, Pain Relief, Cutting Pain, Dash, sorry, not Dash, Blackout, which increases dash distance, Counter Strike, and then I'm running Rune Daze, and I got this idea from Lich. It turns out the Daze with the talent gives you double distance for the ability, and it's pretty freaking good for gap closing. It feels nice. Oh my, Nox. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god. Hey Musey, welcome, welcome. It has been a while. Hope you're doing alright. I've been doing good, man. Am I gonna play Arc Raiders? It'll depend on what's out at the time. If there's nothing else to play, you know, I might end up playing it. Can I get my tavern upgraded? But I can. I think it's about that time. Wait, how much is that? Can I upgrade that? But that's not even that much. What does this cost? 3 grapes and 2 pots. Well, I wonder what is the cost of that? I'm curious. Oh, I'm glad that stuff sold quick. Okay, so what is a grape cost? I wonder what it's under. Other? Brewing? Ah, brewing. Okay, so grapes cost 162. Oh my god. These cost 100. Wait, why are there... Wait, there's more berry... Wait, there's more nectar than berries? What? That's ridiculous. What the heck? Okay. What do hops cost? What skills? Oh, did you miss them? I'm running Drain, Sweep, but I'm not really using Sweep. I might actually take the talent point out of Sweep. And then I'm running Daze with Shapeshift plus Thorn Sigil. The talent that I grabbed now, that'll be different from the guide that I posted this morning, because from this morning was my leveling seer. Is this, which is the dash distance from Rune Daze, which seems pretty good from what I can tell. I wonder if there's anything good that I can swap out, because I'm not really using Sweep anyway. Maybe Binding. I don't know how good that is, but it's better than doing nothing. Sweep, I think, might be better for trios, since it can attack multiple people. You don't really need to do that in solos. It's not really necessary. Yeah, nectar. Yeah, why is nectar easier to find than grapes? That's just crazy. Oh, I wanted to check the hops price real quick. 88. per. So it's 90, 80, 270 plus 160. I'm just trying to figure out how much it costs per. I'm just curious. So it's like 400 for Warblood. For God's Brew, it's what? 500, so it's 700 for God's Brew. And then it's 500 for Warblood. And then Hero's Ale is like 200. Okay. Gotcha. I mean, I feel like it's just always... I feel like God's Brew is just... Considering how much money you can make in Chaos Mode, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think you just pay it. You just get, like, the extra stats could make a difference in a play. Like, it's gotta be worth it, I think. Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where the money doesn't matter as much anymore. I don't think there's more people in Chaos, but it's harder to extract in Chaos, which lets you find players more frequently. So, you know, there's that, at least. Oh, I found this yesterday, too. This gem. This thing's worth 50,000. 60k in the market. Just found it in a chest. To give you an idea how much money you can make in Chaos Mode. Like, how silly it is. So, yeah. There's that. Like the shapeshift talent? Which one is that? I mean, this one, after using branch attack, increased damage. So my understanding is the damage is 6%, and I'm not sure... That's what I was using at first. But knowing now that it's 6%, I'm not sure if that number is enough. Like, to take the talent. Hey, Funk. Can you ask me to summarize in a fast way for a how wait, okay. Can I ask you to summarize how to focus on making money? I would recommend not worrying about money at the start and just get your character leveled up. Levels is priority because the leveling is just as important as the gear. And then as you play, you're going to realize that a lot of gear doesn't sell very well. So I like to focus on craftable and consumable items because those will sell easier and quicker. And then certain affixes are better than others, but you'll kind of learn those as you play. Primarily, it's just getting leveled up, getting decent at PvP so you can play Chaos Mode without dying. And then Chaos Mode gives you a ton of money. That's really all it comes down to. No, Music. The storage in this game is my biggest gripe at the moment. I gave the devs a suggestion that the storage was too small, and the developer said that he had the same issue, and that he would talk with the team about it. So I'm assuming that it'll change. I don't have confirmation, but I'm assuming that that it will get updated at some point. You can craft gear and you can buy it in auction house. You can do both. Fun. You have the option. Although I will tell you that because the warehouse is so small right now, you don't really have enough space to do much crafting. So I just end up doing more with the auction. But once they increase the storage space and let me craft again, I'll probably do the crafting system too. Sorcerer went very well yesterday. I'll probably make a Sorcerer guide next. I just released my Seer guide this morning, so Sorcerer is going to be next. This is a limited playtest. Yeah, it'll only be here for a bit. Dude, Seer just kicked this. He just kicks this guy's ass. He doesn't even have a chance. What is he gonna do? Nothing. Sit there and take it, I guess. This really is the ultimate PvE class. There is no class in the game that I think does PvE as well as this class does. It's almost absurd how good it is. It's a little nutty. I'll open the map after I load it. This chest has very good loot in it. And I want to get it before anyone gets over here. I'm in the top left corner right now. Yeah, these golden chests here are insanely good. That's where I've gotten most of my good loot from playing. I've killed basically every mini boss at this point, I think. As far as I know. Well, super armor is fine as a mechanic when it's in spurts. But for some reason, Seer has like 10 seconds of stagger immunity, which really makes quite a big difference.
I'll be watching over you.
Wish you could swap rune attack while hitting. Yeah, it could be kind of nice. You know the chest. I mean, you could see it on the minimap. I mean, if you look back, you'll see that the chest was very clearly on my minimap when I went towards it. But yes, I also like know the map a little bit. That too. I knew I was close to it when I spawned. Problem with hammer fighters and dagger rogues? Well, hammer fighters don't exist very much, so I don't really know how that'll be. I don't really see them. Rogues, I killed a few rogues yesterday night, so they can be issues. It just depends on... I'm just gonna say yes, you kind of have to outplay them. I think rogue is technically stronger than seer. Even though seer, like, looks kind of busted. I think rogue is more busted. Yeah, fighters have some pretty crazy combos that they can do. But you don't really ever see them. They're not really in my games.
Here's your reward.
Well, Rogue's mobility is what makes it so good for them, because if Rogue makes a mistake, they can always just kind of use their mobility to get away from you. And then they'll reset, and then they'll come back until they do end up winning a fight and then they die. Not to mention their damage can almost insta-kill anybody in the game. God, am I at the point where I just don't even take blue gear? I'm getting close to the point where I'm gonna stop grabbing blues. It's not even worth the it's not even worth it because I don't have enough space for it anyway. Almost sounds stupid, but if you don't have any space for it, then what does it matter? I killed a purple geared black arrow yesterday on my seer. He was like 70% purple gear or something. I mean, I kind of had to outplay him. He won the first fight. He didn't kill me, but he won. But I reset the fight and I won the second time around. I mean, I would say if someone's running purple gear at this point, that they probably have some semblance of skill, right? I don't think the bad players are currently running in purples. Here's somebody. Oh, it did. Definitely hear somebody. Shoot, there's a few people here. I gotta be careful. I think Rogue is better than Seer. I think Rogue is the strongest class for solos. I just don't know if anything truly competes with what Rogue does, you know. This is really tough because I don't want to get third-partied. I want to push him, but I feel like that Seer's gonna come up and backstab me. Well, so if it was only the Ranger, I would be willing to push him. I'm just a little bit worried about the Seer. Yeah, this is why. Because he's still. This is why I didn't push. I think I made the right play by not pushing. Just saying. I would love to fight them, but I do not want to. I do not want to get third party. I'm gonna hold off a second. Hopefully fight them in a more isolated space. No, pushing that is stupid. You're stupid if you push that. Or at the very minimum, you're reckless. Because then I go in and I probably get low, and then the other guy just comes and one taps me. There's not really much fight on the second time around. Believe me, I want to fight him. I just want to do it smart.
Hey, want to get out? I can help.
I wonder if that that Ranger used that and left the game. I wonder. I don't know. I'm gonna. Oh. Wait, oh, that's. He never even looted this body. Funny enough. I don't know where the. I need to get in the zone, I guess. I don't really know where the seer went. Or if the black arrow left at that little exit, I don't know. Well, hopefully I find them again before the map ends. It might be nice to grab that bell real quick. Just to have it. Just in case zone closes and I just can't find a bell. I am gonna stay though, because I want to fight that seer if he's still here. But I'll grab this real. Now I'm gonna go back in the circle for that guy. I know one of them left. I don't know if it was the seer or the black arrow, but one of them definitely left. Or another person on the map did, but I think one of them left on that little quick extract. Maybe they got scared. just don't really need the blue here. I feel like that might sell, but I'm just like... I just... all the space for it. Doesn't really matter if it sells or not. Damn, where'd that freaking seer go? Did they both dip out of the game? Starting to feel like they did. Well, I guess we'll find out in a minute. I have not seen a second person leave. So I think he's still... Okay. I mean, the game's a beta, so... I mean, I would, if you want to play it, I would just play it. I wouldn't worry about it. Maybe he did leave, and I just didn't notice. There's not a lot of space for him to go. We're pretty much clear. I don't know where he went. So we'll just dip out and reset. That wasn't hard? No, because we're playing Seer. Seer is the ultimate PvE class. Nothing even comes close. Yeah, he's 100% long gone, yeah, unfortunately. They must have both dipped out. That dude was so... He didn't even loot the body of the guy he killed. He just completely ran off. No. Four. Those. These really should be stacking in larger quantities. Just saying. So many like little individual pieces. Seems like most of this isn't even worth like keeping. It all sells for the same price on market, so there's no real point in like, bothering. Does anything sell for higher than the shop? Because every item I've looked at has not been higher, which is really funny. That's higher, but not by much. Okay, so the dragon banners sell for higher for some freaking reason. I don't know why. And the coins do. Yeah, these coins... I enjoy the game, personally. Jollity, so I think it's fun. Using keys? No, they don't mark on the map, so I don't use the keys. I know that might sound like a very lazy answer, but it's true. And I'll admit that. I mean, I mean, Dungeon Born's dead, man. Of course I like it more. Because I can actually play it. You know? I mean, anything's better than that game. At this point. So many extractions right now. Yeah, it's the next new big genre, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, I hope it is at least. It is my favorite genre, so it should be pretty obvious as to why I hope it's, you know, the one that does the best. We don't have a date for how long the game will be open. My guess is probably at least a week. It tells you where it opens. Does it? I didn't realize it did. I just keep hearing how bad the keys are, so I haven't really, like, bothered with them. And I didn't think they showed. And I never really took the time to learn where to open them. The game has already been confirmed to come on Xbox if you go to their main website. Yeah. At the very minimum, it's coming on Xbox on release. Outside of Xbox, I am not really sure yet. Still waiting for that. Like, can you say that like there's not a million battle royales or shooter games that die off after like 3 days. Oh my god, did you see the Battle Royale clones that were releasing around the time of, like, that shit was crazy. They were everywhere. I remember people hyping up games that looked like it shouldn't even have existed in the first place. So... it's probably like a... honestly, at this point, it's probably like a dungeon flop. That game flopped hard as hell. I mean, there's dozens upon dozens of abandoned clones in every genre, I would say, right? Hey, there's a dagger rogue fight that you guys were asking about. That's pretty good. Look at that. I found my divine item. Like, needed that for a quest, I think. I basically fought that rogue for that holy construction before he stole it. A lot of these games have the same combat. Do you mean unlike every single first-person shooter game in existence that has the same exact gameplay? I would actually argue it has vastly different combat than, you know, the multitude of first-person shooter games out there. Do you realize that I got my purples by killing purple gear players with my greens and blues? It's a skill issue. All it is. It's a skill thing, man. Oh boy. Farm all the rogues. Easy. Stealth is like 10, 15 seconds. It's a while. Have you used flower knot? No, I never used the flower knot. Is that what soups up the boss and makes it stronger or something? Right? You know what I don't understand? Why is it that every time I beat someone and I have better gear, it's, oh, the fight was won because you have better gear, obviously. And then when I win fights because I have worse gear, like, that doesn't, like, it doesn't, like, compute that that's kind of the same difference, and that it shows that skill actually makes a pretty big difference in this game. I just don't really understand. I don't know why people are so centered in on the only thing that matters is, like, also the fact that rogues make up, like, 75% of solos or something, I swear to God. I could try the boss. I just need to try not to die by accident or something. I haven't really done very much bossing with Seer. But I've heard it's pretty easy. Wait, is there a player here? Never mind on boss. 3 for 3. Another rogue down, I guess. So many rogues. They're everywhere. It's a plague. I'm just helping to clean up the dungeon. That's all. I'm just here to help. Wait, why are there little ghosts here? Oh, is that the flower knot thing? That must be the flower knot, right? Oh, that wasn't taking damage to
Behold, Harold of House Wolfen, commander of Brandegard. I carry my ancestors' legacy to purge this world of monsters like you.
Alright, here's the boss. Here's the boss. I had to use one horn, but I'd say that was pretty okay. He doesn't fit. I don't really know why it's not in there. I guess because it's not a purple keychain, but that seems a little bit silly. Because I don't think there's even keys less than purple. Did you say buff Seer? Yeah, sure, why not? Isn't there someone else here? Only put fountain keys? Or you can't put it in until you escape? Oh, is that how it works? Okay, gotcha. I thought there was another player, but I don't see him. Well, the bleed out might be a bug. Because I feel like that's just going on even though no one's... But the moment the stamina's gone, they're already, like, they're already dead. I guess we're dropping blue gear. I guess they're just dropping the blues. That's fine, huh? The other gear isn't bad, but, I don't really feel like selling it, so. Blues greens isn't that big of a difference from purple. I've been killing plenty of purple gear players with my blues and greens. And it's also chaos mode. It's the hard mode. Shit, man. I've I've killed like full like suited blues with nothing but Squire junk gear, which is 3 gear tier differences. It's a skill thing. I don't know what to really tell you.
Perfect! This treasure is absolutely incredible! But that means the number of enemies I had planned earlier won't be enough. Oh. Guild Hunter, could you perhaps... I'm just kidding. Oh, look at that expression. You're not actually angry, are you? I was just talking. I have enough material now anyway. I can just make the enemy count 10 times larger. Problem solved. Thank you for your help. This is a story we've completed together. When I return from the gathering, I'll pass along all the audience's praise to you.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where, like, genuinely, I think I might just start vendoring all my blues, or just not like grabbing them anymore. I just don't know if the like, I don't know. The amount of time it takes to sell this stuff and like the lack of inventory space, it's just not really reasonable for me to even be keeping like low rarity stuff at this point. I think, just at least. Yeah. If it's green, it's I don't care what the stats are. Double Seeker, I guess I could sell that for 400. That might be the exception, but if it's not like double like Seeker or something, it's gotta go. Okay. Do any green heals? Yeah, but here's the thing. I can't get rid of them. You can't really buy them from the shop. And if you go to the marketplace to buy green healing, it is 100 gold per. And there's only 80 on the market. So there's not a lot available anyway. So it really, like, I don't want to drop them, to be honest with you. Would rather not. 3 PvP and a boss kill? I think it might have been 4 that game. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, I kind of wiped that lobby, didn't I? Damn, my seer guide that I made today is already outdated. Incredible. This build is most certainly better than the build that I played while leveling up. This build is disgustingly good. Wow. That's kind of funny. Oh, how quick the meta changes, I guess. Hey, Total. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing all right. I'll be gone after not too long, by the way. This is a short stream day. Just a friendly reminder. Someone asked for my build. I'm running these three talents, potency, pain relief, binding, blackout, and counter strike. And then I'm running primarily rune days, which helps me gap close enemy players, which is helping out tremendously. I might add. Affixes are pretty good too. I have built this entire gear set from the dead bodies of players that I've killed, pretty much. I don't think I bought a single purple for my build, which is kind of funny. I shouldn't even be running this, this here. I should actually, like, there's no reason to even have that. I don't use the range. And you don't get the stats for it, right? Yeah, I don't even use the range. Maybe I should, though. Maybe there's certain times that would actually benefit me to swap to my range, but I just never do it. Is that a misplay? Are other melee seers ever swapping their weapons? Because I don't think I've swapped a single time. Because your skills don't work with it, so it feels kind of, like, useless. Because you can just swap the throwing knives, and I would actually argue that throwing knives are stronger than the seer weapon would be. Is my seer video using sorcerer? Is it? I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure it's seer. I think they just look similar. Is it sorcerer? Wait, maybe it is sorcerer. Wait, yeah, maybe I did somehow do that. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Did I put the wrong thumbnail? I might have put the wrong thumbnail. Yeah, that would be kind of funny if I did. I might have. Oh, I absolutely did. That's super funny. Yeah, that's actually hilarious. I did absolutely put the wrong one. Good catch. I honestly did not notice. There you go. The thumbnail is fixed. Yep, now it's actually now it's a seer thumbnail. I got it now. All right, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Yep, I did. It's fixed now. It might take a minute to update, but it is fixed. Thanks. The final boss every match. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Only for another hour, then I guess the dungeons can sleep for a bit. They can fight some other seer or something. I have not tried range shear, but I'm gonna be real with you. I have no interest in playing range shear with melee seer existing. I have no wants. And it's not even that range shear necessarily beats melee seer, because I beat a legendary geared range shear yesterday night. So. I don't really see a reason to play range shear. I don't see like the purpose. I prefer melee weapons anyway, so it's up my alley. And I think it's stronger. At least in solos. Well, no melee class loses energy on a melee attack. That's not a seer thing. That's a every class thing. Yeah, that is not a seer. I would actually argue the issue is not that you regenerate energy while attacking. It's that range classes don't with light attacks. I think they should. Yeah, I've heard that it's good in solo, yeah. Or, I'm sorry, good in trio. Yeah, I've heard range shear could be good there. Mistfall has some optimization problems, so I'm not necessarily surprised you're having those issues. I'm just hoping they fix them by the time the game. They were worse last time, but yeah, I have still FPS drops. Yeah, I will say the in-game, I would say the optimization is better than it was last time around, but yeah, we definitely still have some issues, so, you know. It is what it is for the time being. Well, the camp is the worst offender. The camp, by far, is the worst optimization. So the devs are aware of that already. Trust me, they know. They were in my stream watching the camp completely brick my PC. They know. Hopefully they can get that fixed as soon as they figure out what's going on with it. This might take some time, you know. Well, I agree with you. The game has definitely improved quite a bit since last played this. Yeah, I can agree with that. GG. That guy got kind of cooked. Seer versus Seer is kind of like Club versus Club Barb. It's pretty close actually. I can just kill any boss or enemy in the game. I can just kill everything. There's nothing I can't kill for free. Oh my god. This is so insane. There's no way this doesn't get nerfed. There is no way. This is so ridiculous. Oh. Well, when I was leveling up Seer, I was playing a different build. But yeah, I'm gonna just tell you straight. Like this has to be better than the other one I was playing. Like it basically has to be. I do think the guide that I posted is still relevant because it goes over the basics of Seer, but yeah, this build in particular I think is probably stronger. But you have to kind of be max level to make it work, so... Or at least, I think you do, because you have to get the talent for the day's skill anyway. Oh, someone asked to see Hammer Merc, right? Someone definitely asked how the matchup was against this. You wanna find out? No way I fell. Oh, I fell. That was he was dead. No, he was dead. Damn it. Wow, I just goofed up big time, didn't I? I didn't matter, but that is funny. Saved by the creaky wood, I guess. I think he's only in greens though. Greens and purple dudes, yeah. I feel like he didn't do any of like the big hammer combos that make it scary to fight. Not that I really noticed at least. Well, you know what's funny? Yesterday, I thought Seer wasn't that good in solos because I was using the build from when I was leveling. This build in particular is actually pretty disgusting. And now I think Seer is extremely strong. Rogue is still very scary to fight. Rogues can absolutely come for you if it's a good rogue. That's out of the zone. Let's wait for a new one. Hey, Ironheart. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see Mistfall back. So far, it's the only extraction you're interested in. Well, yeah, I'm kind of with you there. It's not the only extraction I'm interested in, but I am enjoying it quite a lot. Yeah, I'm enjoying this Seer quite a lot. It's strong. Very, very, very strong. To say the least. You know what? I don't usually do full match gameplay on my channel.
Hey, want to get out?
Maybe I will release the full match that I played earlier, where I killed the boss, and I killed like 3 or 4 players. Like, that's enough PvP that I think it suffices for like a full match gameplay. And then it also has the boss in it too. So, it kind of just has everything. I feel like if there's ever a match I was gonna post of Mistfall, that would probably be it. So, yeah, maybe that'll be like my full match, and maybe I'll just do it tomorrow because that's like easy enough to do. Like it's not a lot of effort to do a like a full match video. Because I don't think I have time to make a sorcerer one in that quick turnaround. So maybe I'll do that one. It's enough PvP if you have 3 horns? Wait, what do you mean? I don't think I used any horns in that game, did I? I think the only horn I used in that game was against the boss. Funny enough. Class that's drastically changed like Seer. I think Seer is the one that changed the most, just for like the reasoning that it has like the entire new you know, weapon to use. You know, I really could use a horn at some point in circle. That would be nice. That horn, it's close. I don't want to be in the zone. I wonder if it'll follow me. Because I can't stay in. So, that might get it to chase me, though. Maybe. It's okay. A bell will spawn on top of you at the final circle. So, I will definitely get one. I was just trying to get one earlier. I have a bell. Oh my god, I have a bell. I must have grabbed it from another player. Oh, I do have a bell. Yeah, thanks. Didn't even notice. Okay. Yeah, I have a bell. I'll be right back. Wake up. Dude, I slept for like 4 hours. I slept for 4 hours. And I got a bunch of stuff to do today. As soon as I get off of here at like 1 or something. Oh, I won't be awake till I go to sleep after tonight. Strongest class at low gear? I think Rogue's pretty good with low gear. Their Shadow will slash is kind of high damage no matter what.
Today, all the rare treasures of the old world pale in comparison to the
Going back to
green
sleep?
Gillian blood. But I don't
Yeah, but I
believe
wanted to play more
Gillian
Mistfall.
blood is a blessing in this apocalypse. Perhaps it is the very cause of our doom.
I wouldn't have had this great Seer PvP if I went back to sleep. Sleep is for the weak. You know what I'm saying? Do a build? Yeah, I've already showed it a few times, so it's gonna be brief. I'm running Rune Daze as my primary damage dealer for PvP. Rune Drain for PvE. Ferocity, Relentless, Divine Power, Potency, Pain Relief, Binding, Blackout, and then Counter Strike. And then, for affixes, I'm running... Well, you can kind of see it there. Mostly damage, and then the movement speed from Seeker. I like the camp personally. I think it's more immersive. even if it takes a little bit more time, I would rather feel like it makes it feel like I'm still in the game and not just at like a menu screen. I think it's better. Even if it's not as efficient, I still prefer it. Yeah, I don't have a build quite as strong as Lich's. I know Lich has a build that has, like, he's in, like, Bis, and has some, crazy stats that makes Seer, like, even more busted than, than it already is. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Oh, I should upgrade this. Oh, Gildan Blood has to be level 5? I could do that. I'm basically rich. Might as well get my upgrades. No, we don't have a date for the beta end date yet. We're still waiting for that info. It's pretty expensive, but honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I feel like I might as well just buy that. Might as well. Is that expensive too? No, that's cheap. And I already have the Gem of the Gods. Oh, we just maxed out our goddess statue. Oh, okay. Alright, well that's pretty good. Alright, so my Springhorns now heal for probably like twice as much as they did before I upgraded that. Okay, that's pretty good. Who needs money? I have plenty of money. Just needs to sell. I didn't mean to lose that. Where is it? Where is that going? I'll make it back quick. It'll be fine. Like you hold $1? Yeah, I can't do that. I got my own stuff to upgrade. Don't you see that? Hey, Nande. Yeah, so since I did my levelings here, max level Seer with like an updated build is, yeah, it's extremely strong from what I can tell. After you buy camp upgrades, where do you use rest of the money? I would assume it's probably just for buying, like, gear from other players, probably. Same as Dark and Darker, I'd assume. Don't be sad. Just go to Chaos and earn it. You got it. I believe in you. I am sure... I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, Green Thunder. I enjoy this game quite a bit. I think it's fun. That's also true. I still have, like, stuff that I could sell here. Like, for money. Like, I could just vendor... I could just straight shop vendor the, you know, the merchant items. If I need to. I don't need purple gear to make this work. Even just decent roll blues is more than fine for this. Don't have luck? Maybe it's not luck, though. Maybe it's all skill. I skillfully asked the game to give me legendaries, and they just do it. What can I say? They just do it. Considering the game has 7,000 players on, last I checked, or close to it, this game is far from dead. It's also a beta, so not full release. If you think 7,000 players is dead, that's kind of crazy. That's a... That is a... I would say that's a pretty good amount of players. I think. I was playing Dungeonborn at like 1,000 players. You know, I'm perfectly happy with 7K. That is a perfectly reasonable number for me. You know? No issues with that whatsoever. Here's someone nearby. I'm just trying to grab this before he gets over here. Yeah, there's definitely times that I miss DV, but the devs just didn't treat that game very well. Neither did the publisher. It was just all around not a great time. Kind of is what it is, you know? Wow, GG. That's kind of crazy. Is that a bot? No, that is not a bot. I think the very first game they put you in has bots, but after a few games, I don't think I really noticed bots at all. I think it was only for like a new player thing. I guess to get people into the game. Yeah, outside of that, I don't think I've noticed any bots. As far as I know. I mean, everyone I'm fighting is 100% real player. Promise. And especially in Chaos. I know for a fact. They haven't even commented on it. I think they mentioned that Chaos doesn't have any. Keeps crashing. I do not know a fix, I'm sorry. For me, it was I was crashing, but it was a RAM issue, so I upgraded my PC. But obviously, that might not be the fix you're looking for. But that's really all I got. Yeah, the very first games you can play, 100% can have bots in them. I was gonna say, I would argue the last tests were worse off than this one.
Those soldiers. Defenses. Behold! Harold of House Wolfen, commander of Brandegard. I carry my ancestors' legacy to purge this world of monsters like you.
was gonna say, he needs to just die. He gets really scary at the end, even with the overpowered Seer. He starts spamming so many moves. I would not want to do that fight with, like, Merc. That does not seem very fun. That would be a pain in the ass. I'll take my easy mode Seer. Dude, no joke, that boss is scary as hell. If you're not playing what I'm doing right now, it is very, very scary. He will kill you extremely quickly. I am not joking. He is. You gotta take him very seriously. He will completely dumpster you. It's scary, man. Yeah, I think it's once you get him below a certain HP, he goes into like some kind of rage mode or something, and he just does so much damage, man. And he just keeps going. You know, he just never stops attacking, it feels like. Yeah, once you get to that point, you just gotta kill him. It's like a matter of time before he like ends up. I played Seer yesterday, or sorry, Sorcerer yesterday. It felt pretty strong. To be honest, it felt like Sorcerer was good against Seer, so I don't really know if the build I'm playing is good or if he just didn't play that well. But I 100% killed a bunch of melee Seers yesterday as my Sorcerer, so I don't really know. I kind of thought that'd be a hard matchup for me. Where is this? What's under me? Where's that above me? It's below. Oh, was he doing Stardust? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm not scared of Stardust. That makes way more sense. That's just troll for solos.
Impressed.
Yeah, 100% Fireball Sorcerer is 100% scary. That's kind of what I was expecting. You know, I was wondering what he was doing. Practicing fighting the boss, any tips? Not really, just be very careful when you get him to low HP, because he starts going crazy. It's, you know, it gets pretty scary to fight. Also, if you want to do it easier, play Seer. Seer definitely, fights him a lot easier. From what I can tell. Maybe even easier than range, to be honest. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, he gets into, like, some kind of enrage mechanic, and he just starts going crazy. Gotta be real careful. I think that Sorcerer fumbled, yeah. I think he panicked a little bit. Hey, Sappho, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing all right. Let me grab that bell real quick. I think I'm the last one alive. I don't think anyone's left. It'd be kind of surprising. I did just see someone leave, too. Yeah, I think the classes that I think the class that I'm most scared of fighting is probably Rogue or Sorcerer. If you don't count the mirror matchup of Seer versus Seer, which obviously could be a coin flip. Yeah, I think Rogue and Sorcerer are the ones that I want to fight the least. Because like the range kiting can be tough. I mean, honestly, a good black arrow can be hard too. Yeah, I mean, I know you haven't seen any on stream, but I fought one last night, and yeah, they can be kind of tough. Yep. Jeez. Another boss down. Yeah, bossing's not... I wonder if I could do the dried knot boss with this. That'd be kind of scary. Oh, nice. That's really good. We're trying to clear out my warehouse. Oh, it's kind of nice. There's stuff out there. I don't even care if it's undercutting. I just need it out of my inventory. Double seeker range. That's probably decent fit. Keep selling all the good sear blues. Yeah. Well. Wait, what good sear blues? Oh, like this one? It's actually not that good for sear. That's not really good for sear at all. If you think this is good for sear, then you're buying the wrong gear. Because eloquence does nothing for me. Well, basically nothing. I don't want that. And tenacious is okay, but it's definitely not, like, I would rather it be double rolled. Gear is cheap enough that I would not, like, buy this, you know? So I don't know what you mean about sear gear being cheap, but yeah, I don't really think I've sold anything that's been that great. Most of the stuff I've sold has been kind of mid. Because I can always just buy better gear. Dude. Well, range seer wants eloquence, but melee seer does not. So this would be good for range seer. It just wouldn't be good for melee seer. Because eloquence is a dead stat, it does nothing. You know? Yeah, seer has two, so yeah, seer has two options. You have reverent and blasphemer. Reverent is your range, blasphemer is your melee. You can only have one equipped at one time, skill-wise. And right now I'm using the melee variant. So the blue mace. The blue mace? I don't know, I don't even see a blue mace. Are you colorblind? What? There is no blue mace. Where? I have a purple one. I'm not selling the purple one. Equipped? Oh. Why? Why? Because you want it? No, it's good. It has double roll on it. I'm not gonna sell it yet. I mean, it's pretty unlikely I'll need it. Why? Because you want to buy it? What? Is it that? Are you that down bad in the, in the purchasable weapon department? You must be, because I don't even see one that equals those stats. I don't see any double damage here. Yeah, I don't see a single one. That's actually super funny. Yeah. Wow, base purple's 1,000 gold. That's crazy. I didn't even buy this. I think this is the one that I stole from another seer. I think. I got this from a seer. I think that's super good. That's like 4 bis stats for seer. Valor, Fervid for damage, Seeker for speed, Eloquence for chanting. It's not double rolled, but yeah, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, the caster seer that I killed that had this was super, like, he had really, really good stats on. Like, his gear was crazy. Some of it I think I'm wearing right now. I'm not sure, though, what he had on. I think these gloves were his, which is kind of useless because it has creation on it, which does nothing for me. Yeah, I should probably sell those to a caster seer. Because that's genuinely kind of insane, and it does nothing. It doesn't really help me at all, so not really much point. I think I wore it because I didn't have any other purples at the time, but now I'm starting to get to the point where I do. So I can kind of, you know, splurge a little bit on better gear. Alright, fellas, I would love to play more, but I have some stuff I gotta do. I have like an hour drive ahead of me, so GG's. Thank you all for stopping by the short stream. Yeah, Seer is super good right now. So, if you want to play that, go for it. Have some fun before it gets nerfed. If you're on YouTube, if you don't mind liking the video before you go, I'd appreciate it. Helps the VOD. Thanks in advance. If you're on Twitch, drop a follow. I should be back tomorrow. And I did make a Seer guide this morning. It doesn't have this exact build, but it does have the build that I use while leveling, and you can't really use this build exactly while leveling anyway, because you need this talent here. You need Blackout in order to make this build work, basically. So it's still pretty relevant, so if you want help with that, feel free to check out my channel. See you guys. Catch you later. Have a good rest of your day.